Bore da pawb. Good morning everybody. Croeso nôl I Welshbloke Walking. Welcome back to Welshbloke Walking. Well, today I thought I'd take you to somewhere that I've only just discovered. What happened was, I do all my filming with my phone, and my wife had bought me a new phone with a super duper camera on it. So I thought I'd take it out to practice. I'll find somewhere nice to film and I'll check out all the teclynau, the gadgets on it. So I popped in my car and I just looked around the little tiny country roads around where I live, and I came across my first Cilfordd. Now Cilfordd in English would be Byway. Now I'd never come across a byway before, and they're marvellous things. They're proper roads without any trappings of roads. There are no curbstones, there's no tarmac, there's no white lines. It's just a way across a pastureland or a mountain, and like any other road, you can walk down it, you can take your horse down it, or your bike, your motorbike, your car, if you think it can cope with all the terrain. And it's just a way. Now the byway I stumbled on was a very pretty place, I thought. So I thought to myself, must take my viewers there one day. And today's the day. So, do you fancy coming? Dach chi'n barod? Are you ready? Come on then.
The walk begins in the quaint village of Tremeirchion, a place steeped in history, dating back to 1086 and even earlier. Heading south from the village for about a mile, we come to a small turn-off. From here, as is typical in Wales, the path starts to rise. Gradually at first, but soon the incline becomes more demanding. And just when it seems unrelenting, the slope eases near a byway marker post, offering a brief respite. But don't get too comfortable because the climb resumes shortly afterwards.
Today I thought I'd try a little experiment. I realised that if you wanted to follow me on any of my walks, sometimes they're in pretty obscure places. So how would you find out where they are? Well, today I thought I'd try a little wrinkle that I've seen other YouTubers using. They use an app. It's a free app. This isn't a promotion, by the way. It's a free app called What 3 Words. Let me explain how it works.
The What 3 Words app can be found at the App Store, completely free. Just search for What 3 Words. And this is what it looks like. Open the app and you'll see that they have divided the world into 1 metre squares. And each square has its own 3-word address. Change the square and you get a different 3 words. If I now pop in the 3 words for my present location, which are these, it will take us right to that location on the map. Switch to terrain view, and there it is. To find your way there, click the navigate button and you can then choose Google Maps if you're driving, or if you're walking, why not choose the What 3 Words compass, which will literally point you in the right direction.
So if you fancy trying this out, we're here at the beginning of the walk proper now. So if you wanted to get to here, just type these 3 words into the What 3 Words app, and it should bring you to this very bench. And from there, just continue this way. Oh, and let me know in the comments if you'd like me to do this all the time.
Although we're now technically on the byway, there are still traces of a more formal roadway, likely maintained to service the house just ahead. Once we pass the house, the road surface vanishes, leaving behind only a dirt track. The next stretch, about half a mile, is flanked by trees, creating the feeling of walking through a woodland. On a hot day like today, The shade provided by the trees is both cooling and most welcome.
This byway is known locally as Cilfordd Sodom, and that's because the nearest pentre bach, the nearest little village, is called Sodom, which apparently is a biblical reference. I'm told that in the Bible there is a town called Sodom, and it's destroyed along with all its inhabitants because they were immoral. I can't comment on the morality of the people from this Sodom, of course. From what I've seen, they're very nice people. And they do love the name. If you ask them where they're from, they will proudly tell you, we're Sodomites.
The view really opens up now that we're out of the woods, so to speak. And you have to marvel at how the farmer manages to perfectly plough fields on slopes like this. As ever in this part of the world, the pathway begins to climb once more, taking us to the blue skies above. A farm gate overlooking the pastureland offers a convenient place to take a breather. And take in the view. The view is somewhat obscured by a heat haze today, but on a clear day, the North Wales coast is clearly discernible in the far distance. Time to push on. The byway ends at this gate, where it joins a proper road. If I were to follow this road for a couple of miles, it would take me back to Tremeirchion. But here is a much prettier way. The acorn symbols on the gateposts let us know that we are now on Llwybr Cloud Offa, the Offa's Dyke path. Once again we find the welcome shade of trees, offering a respite from the midday sun. But with that shade comes yet another climb. There's always an upside to a challenge though, and in this case it's the magnificent view that awaits us at the top. As we step into open pastureland, the tree cover vanishes. But fortunately, a layer of cloud and a refreshing breeze help keep us cool. Here, the path meets a junction with a road and another byway. But this time, we'll follow the road. One of the delights of walking on unfamiliar roads is discovering waymarkers that lead to new footpaths waiting to be explored. Like this one. Perhaps we'll pass on this particular path for now. This road is incredibly quiet. I haven't encountered a single vehicle or even another walker. The roadside is adorned with magnificent willow herb, a favourite of country kids for the flurries of down it releases into the breeze. Soon enough, this peaceful road merges with a main road. Well, a slightly mainer road anyway. After all that climbing we've been doing, it's inevitable that at some point we will go down again. And this road will take us all the way down to our starting point. Not far now, as the Tremeirchion sign welcomes us back. Rounding the corner, I'm greeted by a very welcome sight. Tafarn y Pentre, the village pub. Time for some well-earned refreshments. If it's open. There's only one way to find out. The Salusbury Arms is a community pub, owned by the village. The sign declares this to be the village lawn, an ideal place to sit and have a nice refreshing pint. But, is it open?
5 minutes later.
Yes, it was. Ych chi da. Diolch am wylio, thanks for watching. And tan y tro nesa, until next time, hwyl fawr i chi.